So we're going to take a look at two quick strategies for solving two-step equations. For example, 4y plus 12 equals 48. Now one strategy to do it, I call it the cover-up strategy. Cover up the 4y and I just think of it as y. Y plus 12 equals 48. Now to solve this, what I would do is I would start with my 48 and subtract the 12 to figure out what needs to go in that place for y. 48 minus 12 is 36, so now I'm under the impression that y equals 36. But I call it the cover-up strategy because it's not really y, it's actually 4y. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to add in that 4y. Well, 4y means that it's really what 4 y's. It's y, 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 and y is equal to 36. Well, if 4 y's is 36, then I would do 36 divided by 4, which equals 9. So now I know that y equals 9. Now the good thing is there's always a way to check these. So to check them, what I do is I just take my 4y plus 12 equals 48. And now since I think y is 9, I write 4 times 9 plus 12 equals 48. But it's really question mark equals, because that's what I'm trying to find out. Does it equal 48? Well, 36 plus 12 does equal 48. So now I know that that one's correct. So I can check that one off. Now, same time, I could also do 6m minus 18 equals 12. So I'm going to cover up my 6m. I'm just going to think of it as m minus 18. Well, on this one, what I know I need to do is I need to actually do 18 plus 12. I'll start with the 12. Let me start there. 12 plus the 18, which is 30. So what I'm thinking is that m equals 30. But when I uncover my m, it's not really m, it's actually 6m is equal to 30. Well, since 6m is 30, I know now I need to do some division. 30 divided by 6 is 5. So I know that m equals 5. Last thing I want to do is I want to check and make sure that it is correct. So I just come back to my equation. 6m minus 18 equals 12. So I want to know, does 6 times 5 minus 18, does that equal 12? Well, 6 times 5 is 30. 30 minus 18 would be 12. So I know that I have done it correctly. Check it off. That's one strategy. That's the cover it strategy. The other strategy is to complete it in reverse. This is like doing our two-step equations for the function tables. So what we do is we think of it this way. We're going to start with our 48. And then we're just going to work our way backwards through the problem. So we're going to work backwards. And the first thing that I notice when I get to the 12 is I don't think of it as just 12. I think of it as plus 12 because it's not just 12. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 48 minus 12 because I want to do it backwards. 48 minus 12 is 36. Then I'm going to keep going. Now I'm going to run into the 4y. And when I run into 4y, well, that means times 4. So now what I need to do is I need to then divide this by 4, which equals 9. So I think that y equals 9. As you can see, it's basically the same thing as above with the cover it up strategy, only it's just a different way of getting there, different strategy or approach to how to get to the divide by 4. I could go through the check stage, but since we've already done this one, we already know 4y plus 12 is 48. 4 times 9 is 12, plus 12 is 48, 36 plus 12 is 48, so I know it checks off again. So I can check this one off. Let's see what it looks like with the 6m minus 18. So there again, I'm going to start with my 12, and what I'm going to do is I am going to start with 12, and I'm going to go in reverse, and I'm going to add 18. When I do 12 plus 18, I get 30. The reason I added 18 was I'm looking here and I see minus 18 in the forward direction, so going backwards is plus 18. Then I see the 6m when I keep going. And as I keep going here, if I'm going to multiply by 6 going forward, going backward, I'm going to divide by 6. 30 divided by 6 is 5, so my assumption is m equals 5. Again, we have checked this one already. We checked it right up here. We see that m does equal 5 and that it checked off, so I know that m equals 5. And those are the two strategies for solving the two-step equation.